Today, folks, we're going to give a little talk on the world's most cold-tolerant species of pinnate palm. What I'm holding here in a 5-gallon pot is a seed-grown, I grew it from seed, a Jubaea chilensis, or Chilean wine palm. And I obtained this seed from a fella in Locarno, Switzerland. He collected it in Switzerland. In southern Switzerland, they do grow, there's mature Jubaea in Locarno and Lugano. Believe it or not, there's a lot of palms in southern Switzerland that borders the Italy. So this one here, because it's such a slow grower, I grew it from seed, I guess, around 2002, 2003. So right now it's in a 5-gallon pot in my greenhouse, and eventually I am going to plant this outside. There are two growing in town. One that's been outside since April 1999, never protected. And then there's another one growing nearby that was planted about 7 years ago that also gets no protection. So if you're in Zone 8B on the west coast of Canada, or in other areas of Zone 8B in other parts of the world, like southern England, or maybe, I don't know if there's any Zone 8Bs in southern Germany, maybe Lake Constance, that might be Zone 8A. But anyway, this is a pretty reliable palm in Zone 8B. So very, very slow growing, like I say. It takes at least 50 years before they even flower. And so I'm going to be long gone pushing up the palm trees before this thing flowers. But it's a beautiful specimen here. And very slow to germinate from seed too, so be patient with them. I germinated this one using the baggie method. And a palm like this is going to cost you a few bucks if you were to buy one because of the slow growth. But very stiff fronds and very frost resistant palm down below 20 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 6.5 degrees Celsius. So that's the Jubaea. And here's one in seedling form. I'll do another video some other day of the bigger one growing in town. There's a seedling Jubaea there. That's another one that I'm going to keep. And I'm going to be planting these in my garden here on Salt Spring Island. So I will give it another maybe year or two in the greenhouse. And I'm going to step it up. It's already filled up these this pot here with roots to the bottom, so time to transplant it. But anyway, give this one a try, and I think you'll be quite pleased with it. Here in the Southern Gulf Islands, you shouldn't have a problem with it. And next palm I will talk about pinnate and hardy, like this one, a little bit less hardy, but quite popular in Zone 8B is the Butea capitata, and Butea aerospatha too, which is another nice feather palm. So that's a feather palm, much hardier than the date palm. So give it a try, folks. Jubaea chilensis. Remember that, Chilean wine palm, native to Chile, and I believe they are on the endangered species list. They call it a Chilean wine palm because the mature trees, or palms, should I say, in Chile were cut down, and they were drained to their sap, I guess. The sap would run out of the palm after they drilled it for a couple of years, and they would make wine out of it. And actually the fruits of these, the seed, are edible, like a mini coconut. And not as big as a coconut, but I believe they call it a mini coconut. So there it is. There's a 5-gallon Jubaea chilensis that I grew from seed here on Salt Spring Island, British Columbia, Canada. And I am on the high end of Zone 8B here, and I do grow a lot of Zone 9 plants as well. That's destined for my garden soon. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next video, and please subscribe to this channel. Wendy has lots of great videos on the way.